Chapter 8.
Die, human!
The creature's hissing voice was filled with hatred. No! Partok knocked the weapon aside. This human is helping us. The sea devil hissed angrily, but lowered its weapon. From the shadows emerged other sea devils, all heavily armed. The doctor chewed his lip nervously. Their body armor marked them out as a commando squad of highly trained killers. It didn't bode well. Is everything ready? Asked Partok.
We await your command.
What is the meaning of this? Okla pushed forward, struggling to speak through chattering teeth. You had no right to revive the military. I had no choice, snapped Partok. Pelham and the rest of the apes cannot be trusted. They need force to control them. General Veldak's troops will provide that force. Excuse me? The doctor waved a nervous hand in the air. I don't mean to put a spanner in what I assume is a carefully worked-out plan, but Pelham did mention that he had guards in the hibernation chambers. And you thought that I hadn't already dealt with them? Partok shot a despairing look at him, and then turned to the Sea Devil commander. Start your attack! Pelham slumped behind his desk, mopping at his forehead with a tissue. Where is it? He asked one of the guards. Is it following us? No, sir. The guard listened intently to the voice in his earpiece. My men followed the creature for about half a mile. It appears to have gone into a fracture in the ice sheet. Then it came from the underground lake, mused Pelham. Pelkar is committed to having a minimal impact on the environment. Lizzie was reading from a poster on his wall. I'm not sure you're going to be able to claim that you've met that particular target, are you? Shut up and sit down, Pelham snarled at her. I have had just about enough of people like you. I should have spotted you from the very beginning. Eco-warriors. He spat the word. But your little game is up, isn't it, Pelham? Taunted Lizzie. You might have pulled the wool over people's eyes with promises of wealth from your miraculous new fuel, but you're not going to be able to hide an entire new species. Prehistoric creatures. It's over for you. You think so? Pelham raised an eyebrow at her. My company and my staff have been attacked by a hostile force. People have been killed and property has been destroyed. I believe that means I have a right to defend myself. Lizzie's eyes widened. You're going to destroy the hibernation equipment, aren't you? You're going to wipe out an entire race. It's a bit late for you to worry about destroying innocents. Pelham gave a short barking laugh and snapped on the intercom on his desk. Get me the guard captain at the drill head. I was about to inform you, sir. The voice was tinny over the speaker. We've lost all contact with the drill head. That creature has probably destroyed some cables. It could take some time to repair the damage. Pelham sat back in his chair, lips pursed. The creature? Or something else? Then there's nothing you can do but wait, said Lizzie. I think we can do better than that. The Navy have been very interested in this operation. After all, the fuel is of huge benefit to them as well. I'm sure that they will be only too keen to help me deal with foreign agents. He picked up a phone on his desk. Get me Admiral Turner. In the control room far below the ice sheet, all was a picture of quiet calm. Silurian scientists hurried back and forth between banks of equipment. Pumps and filters hummed with power as the fire ice was collected and refined. The only thing that spoilt the illusion of a happy, well-run facility were the guns in the hands of the human guards stationed around the walls. One of the guards looked up idly as the glowing numbers above the lift door started to count steadily downwards. Frowning, he glanced down at his watch. There wasn't a shift change due for another hour. The only other person authorized to come down to the lab was Pelham, and if he was going to visit, then his fussy assistant normally phoned in advance. Lifting his rifle, the guard started to make his way across to the lift. Someone was going to get in a lot of trouble if the correct procedure hadn't been followed. He took a deep breath, ready to bawl out whichever poor unfortunate had been sent down. The lift doors slid apart. The guard barely had a chance to take in what he was seeing before the blast from a Sea Devil gun took him down. The Sea Devils swarmed out of the lift, targeting the guards with ruthless aim. The fight was over in a matter of moments. The doctor stepped slowly from the lift and looked around sadly at the human bodies that now littered the control room. They had never stood a chance. All around him, the Silurian scientists were greeting each other warmly, glad that their ordeal was over. Oklar laid a scaly hand on the doctor's shoulder. "I'm sorry. These deaths were not my intention." "I know," the doctor smiled sadly. "But let's see if we can make them the last, eh?" Oklar nodded. "Now that you have captured the base, what are we going to do?" the doctor asked. Oklar took a deep breath. "Speak with the humans. Only this time we will do it on our terms, not Pelham's." The Sea Devil commander, Veldak, hissed in displeasure.
Is that wise, Oklar? The apes have already proved that they cannot be trusted. Surely we should keep the fuel source for ourselves.
"But my original plan is sound. If we come to them offering the fuel as a gift, then they must see that our intentions are peaceful." "It is still a good plan." Partok stood alongside her father. "We shouldn't give up on peaceful solutions, Veldak, just because of one greedy human." "I'm delighted to hear that," said the doctor in surprise. "I thought that you were the one I was going to have trouble with." "I had to get my father free," said Partok stubbornly. "I couldn't have done it without Veldak and his troops." "And I am grateful," said Oklar. "In the meantime, I need to check that Pelham's haste to extract the fire ice has not caused damage to our machinery." "I'll help you," said the doctor. As he followed the Silurian scientist to the main control bank, a smile flickered across Partok's face. "My father is a fool, Veldak. Let him give the fire ice to the humans. A fine gift indeed. As soon as they use it, their species is doomed, and the planet is ours."